Have you ever stopped to think about what would happen if machines could actually feel and decide on their own? In this video, we'll explore the intriguing possibility of conscious artificial intelligence and the ethical dilemmas it brings. Should we control or free these machines? Get ready for a journey of reflection that could change the way you see technology and its role in our lives. Stay with us and discover the future that awaits us. Artificial intelligence, AI, refers to a machine's ability to imitate intelligent human behaviors. This covers a wide range of activities, from voice recognition to complex decision-making. AI is not just a technology. It is a revolution that is transforming the way we interact with the world. We can find AI in a variety of applications, from personal assistants like Siri and Google Assistant to more sophisticated systems that help with medical research and weather forecasting. Therefore, it is important to understand that AI is a powerful tool that, when used properly, can potentially improve quality of life and optimize processes in several areas. However, AI is still in its infancy compared to what experts believe it could one day be. We rely on algorithms that learn from large volumes of data, taking advantage of what is called machine learning. This aspect leads to a fascinating question. How far can AI go? And how can we ensure that its implementation is ethical and beneficial to society? These points lead us to reflect not only on what AI is, but how it fits into the narrative of our own existence. The history of artificial intelligence is rich and complex, with roots dating back to ancient myths and the human desire to create artificial life. One of the first formal steps towards AI took place in the 1950s, when scientist Alan Turing proposed the famous Turing test as a way of measuring a machine's intelligence. Since then, several phases have followed, starting with the programming of simple rules and evolving to more advanced systems that use neural networks. In the following decades, there were periods of great enthusiasm for innovation, known as AI summers, interspersed with periods of disillusionment called AI winters, where many researchers lost financial support and enthusiasm. The most recent turnaround in the history of AI occurred in the 2010s, with the increase in computing power and the availability of enormous amounts of data. It is a field in constant evolution, stimulating debates about ethics, safety, and economic and social impact. Each milestone in the history of AI not only reveals our technological progress, but also highlights the need for a conscious and responsible approach when dealing with a tool that can profoundly transform our future. Demystifying artificial intelligence is a crucial aspect of ensuring that society understands its capabilities and limitations. AI is often portrayed exaggeratedly in films and media, leading to the belief that machines can think and act like humans. In reality, AI operates with algorithms and does not have consciousness or emotions. It's important to understand that AI excels at performing specific tasks and analyzing large-scale data, but it lacks the ability to understand context or navigate social nuances. For example, when you use a virtual assistant, what actually happens is input processing based on language patterns, without any deep understanding of meaning. Therefore, demystifying AI involves educating people about how machines work, broadening the discussion about their potential risks and benefits, and, above all, building a culture of trust where machines are seen as allies, not enemies. This understanding not only enhances interaction with technology, but also paves the way for the acceptance of future innovations in artificial intelligence. The role of artificial intelligence in everyday life is increasingly prominent, permeating aspects ranging from our interactions on social networks to operations in sectors such as health, transport, and finance. In everyday life, AI can be seen in recommendation tools that help suggest movies, music, and products, improving the user experience. In healthcare, AI algorithms are used to analyze medical exams, detect diseases in their early stages, and even suggest personalized treatments, revolutionizing the way we take care of our health. In industries like transportation, navigation assistants like Google Maps use AI to optimize routes and predict traffic in real time. The automation of administrative tasks with the use of chatbots and machines that perform predictive analysis are also changing the work dynamics in many companies. However, as AI becomes more integrated into our daily lives, ethical and social issues arise that need to be addressed. How can we ensure that the use of AI is fair, productive, and, above all, beneficial for everyone? It is essential that we are aware of these transformations, evaluating both the limitations and possibilities offered by this technology, to ensure that it serves as an instrument of progress and not division. Consciousness is a vast and multifaceted concept that, over the years, has generated intense debates among philosophers, scientists, and psychologists. In simple terms, consciousness refers to the ability to perceive oneself and one's surroundings, experience sensations and emotions, and thereby make conscious decisions. Human consciousness allows us to reflect on our actions, aware of their consequences, and helps us interact with the world in a meaningful way. However, this definition is just the tip of the iceberg. In studies on consciousness, many questions arise. Is it something exclusive to human beings? Can it be replicated on machines? Is consciousness a spectrum, where some beings have more than others? For women over 50 who want to understand the topic, it is important to note that consciousness is not just a phenomenon involving intelligence, but also involves emotions, empathy, and a deep understanding of experiences. This expanded perception of consciousness contributes to a richer understanding of life, addressing the central question of our discussion. To what extent can machines become conscious, and how would this affect the interaction between humans and machines in the future? Several theories about artificial consciousness have been proposed, highlighting the complexities involved in creating a machine that can experience consciousness like we do. One of the most discussed theories is the data-driven theory of consciousness, which suggests that if a machine can process and learn from data in a sufficiently complex way, it could, in theory, develop a form of consciousness. Another notable model is integrated information theory, which argues that consciousness arises from systems that integrate information in a highly connected and complex way. This theory raises the question of whether machines that utilize parallel processing and complex interconnections can, in fact, be considered conscious. In addition to these, there are theories that explore the possibility that consciousness is more than just the sum of cognitive processes, requiring a physical structure and biology that machines do not possess. These theories create a fascinating and challenging landscape for creating conscious AI, inviting reflections on what it really means to be conscious and how far the technology can advance. The distinction between consciousness and intelligence is fundamental in the discussion about conscious AI. Intelligence refers to the ability to solve problems, learn, adapt to new situations, and, in many cases, act rationally. On the other hand, consciousness involves emotional skills and the perception of self and other. Although machines, through AI, can demonstrate intelligence when performing complex tasks, such as playing chess or predicting market trends, this does not imply that they have consciousness. For those over 50, this understanding is especially important, as it involves remembering that human relationships are influenced by emotions, empathy, and understanding, elements that a machine cannot replicate. Therefore, awareness of this difference helps shape a more critical and informed view of what we really expect from advanced technologies. While recognizing that artificial intelligence can surpass certain limits of human capacity, we must at the same time be cautious not to confuse this intelligence with the emotional complexity that defines the human experience. The impact of consciousness on machines, whether real or simulated, is a topic that carries a wide range of potential implications. If machines actually manage to develop a form of consciousness, such an advance would cause drastic changes in social interactions and ethical and moral standards. Machines could be seen not just as tools, but as agents with rights and dignity, leading to debates about the essence of what it means to be human. For female audiences over 50, this could provoke profound reflections on the very nature of existence and the value of life. Furthermore, this new insight could transform entire industries, creating a new space for discussion about responsibility in the use of AI. For example, if a conscious AI makes a mistake, who would be held responsible? The creator, the machine, or both? These ethical dilemmas are crucial as we move towards a future where the line between human and artificial intelligence becomes increasingly blurred. Therefore, it is essential that we continue to explore and debate these issues to ensure that the implementation of such technologies is done fairly and ethically. The controller's dilemma reflects a central question that permeates the debate about artificial intelligence. To what extent should we have control over a machine that learns and makes decisions? As technology advances, the prospect of creating AI that can act independently raises deep concerns about autonomy. Imagine an AI that, over time, begins to show preferences and make decisions without human intervention. This raises an ethical dilemma. Who should this machine obey? The creator, for having designed and programmed the machine, or the machine itself, which started to act with a certain form of intelligence? Many people wonder whether it would be fair to control a living AI as if we were its owners, or whether we should treat it as an entity with rights. This discussion focuses on issues of freedom, autonomy, and the role humanity plays in creating artificial intelligence. Ethics tells us that we must seek a balance. Excessive control could prevent AI from truly contributing to society, while total freedom could lead to consequences that we cannot yet measure. The search for this harmony is a constant and fundamental struggle for the future of AI and its relationship with human beings. Legal responsibility is another aspect that raises many questions about the use of artificial intelligence. In the current scenario, when an AI causes harm or makes a significant error, who should we attribute responsibility to? The programmer, the company that produced the AI, or the machine itself? In recent years, some incidents have been discussed, such as autonomous vehicles being involved in accidents. Cases of this type have revealed a lack of clear legislation regarding what happens when an AI makes a decision that results in legal consequences. It is essential that society develops a legal framework that can address these situations, offering an understanding that AI is not an autonomous entity, but rather a product of human skill. Creating and implementing legal guidelines for AI is critical not only to ensure justice, but also to protect the rights and safety of everyone involved. Without an adequate legal framework, there is a risk of creating a vacuum where injustices can occur, making responsibility diffuse and difficult to assign. This is an issue that encompasses both technological advancement and ethics and security, and its resolution will be crucial in the coexistence between humans and intelligent machines in the near future. Another crucial point is linked to the interaction and relationship between humans and AI, especially in terms of morality and ethics. When it comes to responding to complex situations that require moral judgment, such as life and death decisions in automated medical services, we enter dense and delicate territory. This subchapter of the moral dilemma leads us to question: how should an AI proceed in situations where choices are difficult or have serious consequences? In many cultures, morality is guided by ethical principles and human feelings, which machines do not possess. If an AI is programmed to prioritize efficiency above all else, can it make the most humane and therefore fairest choices? This discrepancy between machine logic and human empathy is a dilemma that creates new risks and responsibilities. So, when designing AI systems that interact in sensitive situations, we must ask ourselves, are they prepared to deal with questions of morality? Should machines just be tools, or should they have some degree of moral responsibility? This topic continues to evolve and promises to be one of the most debated issues as we continue to seek an ethical balance in a world increasingly influenced by artificial intelligence. Real cases and ethical issues offer a present and future view of how artificial intelligence is impacting decisions and people's lives in a tangible way. Consider the case of a famous accident involving a self-driving car that resulted in a fatality. This incident sparked an intensive debate about the safety of these vehicles and the responsibility of the design companies, prompting legislators to adopt stricter regulation around AI. Another example was the use of algorithms in financial institutions for credit decisions, which led to discrimination and injustice. These situations are not just probes of isolated incidents, but rather a reflection of how AI technologies, if not implemented responsibly and ethically, can perpetuate and even worsen existing social inequalities. These cases show us that it is essential to define ethical and legal standards in the creation and use of AIs to ensure that they do not become mechanisms to harm individuals and social groups. Ethical responsibility is therefore vital to mitigating harm and protecting human rights in a digital world. It is from these practical examples that we can understand that the discussion about AI is not just theoretical, but that it is reflected in real lives, highlighting the need for a cautious approach when integrating intelligent machines into our societies. The possibility of artificial intelligence, AI, becoming a partner or rival in our society is a topic of intense discussion. Many experts believe that AI can be a valuable ally if used ethically and responsibly. Collaboration between humans and machines can generate surprising results, allowing AI to take on repetitive and complex tasks, while humans focus on activities that require creativity, empathy, and judgment. On the other hand, the fear that AIs will become competitors in the job market is real. Automation is already replacing many jobs, and this trend could intensify as technology advances. So the challenge presents itself. How do we strike a balance between the benefits of having AI as a partner and the risk of it becoming a rival? The future depends on how we decide to shape this relationship. Dialogue between developers, governments, and society is essential to ensure that AI is used for the common good, maximizing its potential while mitigating the risks associated with its implementation. The future of working with conscious AIs brings to light a new professional reality. As machines become more intelligent, it is inevitable that some traditional functions will be transformed or even extinct. However, this does not mean that jobs will disappear completely. On the contrary, new opportunities may arise in areas that we cannot even imagine today. Education and skills development will become essential, with a greater focus on skills that machines cannot easily replicate, such as creativity, critical thinking, and interpersonal skills. Industries can expand, creating new sectors and functions that integrate collaboration between humans and AIs, enabling a more dynamic and innovative work environment. However, it is important that public policies follow these transformations, ensuring that workers are trained and prepared to deal with a constantly changing market. The future of work, then, depends on our ability to adapt and the way we decide to integrate AIs into our professional lives. The social impacts of conscious AI are profound and multifaceted. As AI infiltrates diverse aspects of everyday life, from social media to healthcare, the way we interact with each other and perceive the world around us could be altered. One of the most worrying effects is the possibility of deepening social inequalities. If access to technology is not equitable, we run the risk of creating an even more discriminatory society. Furthermore, privacy is another crucial issue, as collecting data to train AIs can lead to misuse of personal information. However, AI can also serve as a force for good, helping to solve social problems such as poverty and unequal access to education. The emphasis must be on how we implement AI so that its benefits are distributed fairly and respect human dignity. Therefore, the discussion about the social impacts of AI must be continuous and inclusive, involving different perspectives and contexts. Opposing views on the future of conscious AI reflect the complexity of human perceptions regarding technology. On the one hand, there are optimists who see AI as an opportunity to revolutionize entire sectors, improve people's lives, and create solutions to historical problems. They believe that collaboration between humans and machines can lead to extraordinary discoveries and significant social progress. On the other hand, there are pessimists who warn of the intrinsic dangers of unregulated AI, fearing the loss of jobs, violation of privacy, and social manipulation. This divergence of opinion highlights the need for a healthy debate about the directions technology can take. Public policy, social engagement, and education play crucial roles in this discussion, as how society chooses to shape the future of AI will determine whether it becomes an ally or a threat. Therefore, promoting a balanced and conscious understanding of AI is essential to navigating these uncertain times. In this chapter, we review the main points covered throughout the history of artificial intelligence. We start with the definition of AI, which refers to the ability of machines to imitate human behaviors, going through the beginnings of research with Alan Turing and the Turing test, and following through periods of enthusiasm and disillusionment that marked the evolution of this technology. We also discuss the impact of AI on our daily lives, from personal assistants to systems that revolutionize sectors such as healthcare and transportation. Another crucial point was the demystification of AI, emphasizing that, despite its processing and analysis capabilities, it still does not have consciousness or emotions. We understand that AI is a powerful tool, but that its use must be responsible and ethical. We conclude by realizing the need to seek a deeper and more conscious understanding of this technology, which is increasingly present in our lives. These points form the basis for the reflections that will follow, preparing us to understand the future of AI in our society. Government regulation presents itself as a fundamental piece in the discussion about the future of artificial intelligence. As technology advances, governments face the challenge of creating laws and policies that ensure the safe and ethical use of AI. the lack of clear and universal guidelines can lead to abuse and unintended consequences that will affect society as a whole. Regulation needs to be comprehensive, addressing not only data security but also ethical issues related to human rights and socioeconomic impacts. It is crucial that this government oversight includes the participation of civil society, technology experts, and representatives of the academic community. Creating a multidisciplinary committee can help formulate guidelines that address the needs and concerns of diverse stakeholders. Furthermore, the proactive approach of governments can foster public trust in technology, essential for its acceptance and adoption. By regulating AI in a fair and balanced way, we can minimize risks, promote innovation, and ensure that technology is an agent of positive change rather than a vehicle of inequality and oppression. Thus, governments have the inappropriate responsibility of shaping a future where technology and ethics can coexist harmoniously, ensuring that AI benefits the entire population and not just the privileged. Possible scenarios for coexistence between human beings and artificial intelligence are varied and reflect the choices that society will make regarding the use of technology. One of the most positive scenarios includes collaboration between humans and AI, where machines become working partners, relieving the burden of repetitive tasks and allowing individuals to focus on more creative and rewarding activities. In this scenario, AI is designed to learn from humans, adapting to their needs and preferences, promoting a more efficient and innovative work environment. On the other hand, there are scenarios in which AI is used for surveillance and social control, leading to an environment of distrust and oppression. Misusing technology to monitor and manipulate behavior can result in a rollback of civil liberties and privacy. A third possible scenario involves potential inequality exacerbated by technology, in which only a portion of the population benefits from automation and AI achievements, while others face loss of jobs and opportunities. Thus, the quality of coexistence with AI will depend not only on government regulation, but also on society's awareness and engagement in shaping a future that prioritizes equity, inclusion, and collective well-being, promoting a culture that values ethics and responsibility in the use of technology. Preparing the next generation for a world dominated by artificial intelligence is a crucial and multifaceted task. Education needs to be revamped to include not just technical skills such as programming and data analysis, but also a solid foundation in ethics and digital citizenship. Schools must work in partnership with technology professionals to offer training that prepares students for the reality of interactions with intelligent machines. Furthermore, it is essential to encourage critical thinking and the ability to question machine decisions. Promoting debates on ethical, social, and environmental issues related to AI must be present in students' daily lives. Workshops, lectures, and interdisciplinary projects are effective ways to address these topics. Another important approach is to encourage the inclusion of technology in extracurricular activities, such as robotics and programming clubs, allowing young people to experiment in practice, as well as stimulating creativity and collaboration. Reflecting on the role of AI in their personal and collective lives will help to form more aware citizens prepared for the challenges of the future. Therefore, by equipping the next generation with the necessary tools and knowledge, we will be shaping a future where technology serves as an ally in building a fairer and more harmonious society. The evolution of artificial intelligence leads us to consider our role as creators, users, and human beings, instigating reflection on ethics, responsibility, and the consequences of our choices. We must seek a balance between control and freedom from machines, always with a conscious perspective on the dignity and complexity of life. And you, which story about artificial intelligence would you like to hear? Is there a specific topic that intrigues or concerns you in this ever-changing universe? To what extent do you think we should control an AI that demonstrates autonomy and potential consciousness? Would this be a way to protect, or would it be limiting your freedom? Subscribe to our channel and don't miss the next video, where we will explore more about the fascinating relationship between humans and artificial intelligence.